Jonesboro, this is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Stormy weather heading out to the east of us now, partly sunny skies today. High temperatures will be colder, about 33 to 39. North wind 10-12 miles per hour. You'll be in the upper teens and low 20s tonight. Light winds, mostly clear skies. Saturday, partly to mostly sunny, 35 to 40. Chance of rain, sleet, maybe some wet snow in the low 30s Saturday night. Plain rain Sunday, mostly cloudy in the low 40s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. 10 people have died after a fire in a dormitory at the Academy Training Centre for Brazilian football club Flamengo. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos has accused the National Enquirer magazine of trying to blackmail him. India's tackling a fresh outbreak of the H1N1 swine flu virus, with over 230 deaths now reported since January, and UK Prime Minister Theresa May is having Friday night dinner in Dublin for Brexit talks.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Jones, and my special guests today are Mr. Adrian Everett, Mrs. Letitia Fogg, Rochelle, and Ms. DeAngelis Bullard. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so today they are here, even though they represent different organizations, but they're here also from First Baptist Church, and they're going to be talking about the upcoming college preparation seminar, which is going to be held February 16th, which is next Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So let's get right into the details of this event. How did y'all come up with the idea to put this event on?
So the event was brought upon by an idea from one of our teenagers, Mr. Curtis Hallmall. We were a couple months ago, we were in the kitchen, and we try to reach out to our students at the church to ask about events and ideas that they would like to see us participate in. And he's a senior at JHS, and he mentioned that we should host a college fair. And so we reached out to different organizations here. I'm a part of the graduate chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha. Miss Rochelle is a part of the, what chapter?
Kappa Nu Omega.
Okay, I didn't want to mess it up. And so, and then Sister D is our creator of a lot of different things at the church. So we reached out to our organizations and decided that this will be something we could do under the direction of our leadership, Ms. Mallory Hill, and our pastor, Pastor Curtis Wilson. And Youth Month is February, so we do different events the whole month. And we just picked this day, being a Saturday, so that there would be no conflicts with school, and the whole community could come out to the event.
Okay, so let's talk about the age group and what the students can expect once they get there.
How you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Well, we are wanting all students in high school, all high school students 9th grade to 12th grade to attend, especially our graduating seniors. A college fair is, basically supposed to be knowing information about any type of college or departments that they have. And like I said, we are inviting 9th through 12th to come get a lot of information. We will also have an information table with scholarships around Northeast Arkansas and a lot more things.
Okay.
And so the scholarship, actually, that Dee mentioned, we have our initial deadline is this weekend, tomorrow. Okay. However, we haven't had many participants to submit their scholarship. We have 5 scholarships that have been sponsored by the graduate chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha and Alpha Phi Alpha, along with Life Strategies Counseling here in town. And they're $250 scholarships. And so we're really, really pushing for seniors. They just have to have taken the ACT at least once before the February test. have to be a senior and plan to attend a college, whether it's a 2-year school, a 4-year university, or a trade school like a beauty school. And as far as the different booths that will be represented at the event, we have 17 that have signed up so far, and they have a large range. Sister Rochelle, do you mind talking about those?
Yes, we will have my alumni, Philander Smith College there. Hopefully we will have a booth set up for we'll have also a booth set up for Arkansas State University, Newport, Black River Tech College, Baptist College of Health and Science from Memphis, Crowley Ridge College, University of Arkansas Dale Bumpers College of Agriculture, Food, and Life Science, University of Arkansas Recruitment Office. We'll have the Army there as well, Williams Baptist University. And also we'll have A-State there, and we have UAPB that's pending, A-State College of Nursing and Health Professions, Student Diversity, and we will have someone there from the business office and for financial aid. We'll have different segments, tailoring to financial aid, tailoring to, concerned parents about, how student life is on campus.
And this is much needed. I know when I was in high school, we did have a few people come in. I don't know if you call them recruiters or just basically telling us about ASU, but beyond that, we didn't get any more interaction about what to expect going to college, how to apply for a lot of these different things that are available. And then because of the area I live in, I don't remember there being any private scholarships offered. $250 can do a lot.
That's a few bucks.
Yeah, that's a lot. Let me tell you,
that's a few bucks.
My last semester, my undergraduate year, I spent $300 and some odd on three books. So $250 can go a long way.
I actually had one of our former seniors that goes to A-State now. He came in yesterday and he's like, "Can I apply for the scholarship? Because I got a $300 book bill with Textbook Brokers right now." And so I was like, "Well, unfortunately, this is for our seniors coming up." So we really, really want them to definitely apply for the scholarship because this is a very great opportunity for them to actually gain, a semester of books possibly.
And then I also went to cosmetology school, and so $250 can buy supplies because sometimes you have to buy your own other tools outside of what the school provides you in your kit, or that'll pay for your starter kit. So, or your scrubs that you need, whatever the school requires for attire. So, look, I'm encouraging everyone out there, please encourage your seniors, no matter if they're not going to college, if they're going to trade school. That $250 can go a long way. So tell us what the essay needs to include. And how long does the essay need to be?
So the essay is a 500-word or more essay that they have to write. The questions that we've included for the prompt being, in what ways do you serve as a student leader in your school, your church, and local community? How have those opportunities impacted your life? The second question is, how will receiving this scholarship assist you in achieving your career goals? And then the third part of it is, provide the selection committee with any additional details that you would like to share. So it pretty much allows them to have an open-ended part to that, and that total thing just has to be at least 500 words. So
answering all of those questions
includes all those questions. Not 500 words for each question. We want one 500-word essay. So take a paragraph, have your opener, and then take a paragraph for each of those questions.
Yeah, I think this would also help those students prepare themselves for all of the writing you will be doing in college.
Amen.
So hopefully there are those out there in mentoring groups, and I hope you're listening and taking note of this and encouraging your students to write this essay to get the scholarship. But not just for the scholarship, also just help them start thinking about their future plans. I had a talk with some students at a high school, and I asked them about their future, and they were like, I don't know. And it's like, okay, what are the counselors I can't say what they're not doing, but we as leaders in our community need to start sparking something more within our kids and encourage them to achieve more than just their current situation.
And I think it has to be a push from our parents as well, because the counselors, I mean, there's thousands of students there and one counselor, so they can only do so much. And then they have the assistance of the career coaches there as well. And I know, I mean, we broadcast this to all the high schools within the area. We reached out to football coaches within the area at both Jonesboro Public School as well as Nelson Public School. However, I mean, the coaches and teachers can only tell them and provide them with the resources, but we need the parents to actually force them to sit down and complete these essays and submit the documents. And it's just submitting that document, including that they've taken the ACT at least one time and that they're a graduating senior.
Okay.
We also have reached out to the rural towns surrounding Jonesboro, Wynn, Earl, Parkin, West. We've also reached out to West Memphis, Blytheville, Osceola. So we want everyone to apply for this.
Yeah,
Northeast Arkansas.
That's right. We have a few comments. I want to say good morning to Miss Sandra L. Combs from A-State. So this program is so badly needed. I'm grateful that you all are doing this.
Hey, Miss Combs.
Hey, Miss Combs.
That's our church member.
And then I also I put the link for the registration for Eventbrite in the Facebook. I'm going to pin it.
Thank you.
All right, so
and also with that Eventbrite, that's just the registration.
Okay.
We understand that we have a registration, but if you can't fill it out, still come. That does not block you for not coming. We just trying to see how many to expect to come. But when you do your essay and submit all your documents, you actually submit it to our email at FBC.
FBC.
It's FBC Kit, KIT, Youth Events at gmail.com.
Events with an S or T?
With an S, yes.
Okay.
So FBC Kit, KIT, Youth Events at gmail.com. And if you need to ask any questions, we will give you a quick response.
Very quick.
So yeah. So yeah, I get excited for this because, like I say, August would make 10 years that I've been out of high school, and I wish we had more stuff like this down in the South, you know.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
me having a graduating senior this coming May, I've been getting on his butt like, you need to get this essay done because it's serious, and we need to help our kids, and we need to let them know that we're here to support. We might can't just get the whole thing, but at least we can give something.
That's right.
So
Every little bit helps.
That's right.
So let's talk about incorporating ninth graders. Many students feel, well, I can get it together. I can get my transcript together when I get 10th grade, 11th grade.
Too late.
Too late.
You need to start. So stress the importance of, and to the parents that may be out there listening, or caregivers, why they need to start helping their students get their transcript in order, even maybe 8th grade.
Yeah, because another thing is people don't take it serious. They think GPA is more important than what the grades are.
Okay.
And so when you're doing that transcript, you really have to look at what you're making and what your GPA is, because that can really affect you when your senior year comes. So that is definitely very important, yeah.
Especially when you're applying for different scholarships.
Right.
And it's so competitive. You know, you need to have the highest GPA possible, you know, the ACT, but now they have different programs at school. If you have a low GPA, they will work with you. You can take remedial courses, you know, and get your foot in. You may not have a credit, you know, an hour for that, but it'll still count and get you in that school.
And do you, during the sessions, I see that you will have breakout sessions.
Yes.
So will you also talk about potential career opportunities and what, how the students can start being forward thinking?
Sure. And so some of our agenda for the day will pretty much start with registration. We check in at 9:30 to 10:30 because we understand some people might be a little bit late. And then they'll be able to browse and visit with the college representatives for about 20 minutes. And then we will have a welcome / kind of a this is what the day is about. And Alphas have a national program called Go to High School, Go to College. And so we'll have a representative to talk about that. And then the ladies with Alpha Kappa Alpha, what's y'all's program called?
It's called CAP. It's called the college application process, admission process. And basically, we kind of give them an overview of some things that they can expect for college, some things that they can do now to prepare, even in the 9th grade, to start, being intensive on their test taking skills, building it up, because we know they take standardized testing in the school, so that will prepare them for the ACT as well.
Okay. Now, there's been some studies, I guess, and there's been discussion that standardized tests can be a little biased. I'm trying to be nice about this. For those in different ethnic groups, it doesn't lean towards us. I'm just going to say it like that. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. It's just that's what it is. And many students that are in minority groups have tested low on standardized tests, maybe due to the wording or structure or whatever, the content of the testing. So will you all also talk about how to become more successful in test taking and try to work through whatever their weaknesses are, try to work through them, around them, and practice. I used to talk to my son about, you learn different, so you need to study and practice more versus someone else who gets it.
And so one of the U of A, the Multicultural Center representatives, she's actually stationed in this area. She'll be attending this event, and she goes around to a lot of the high schools and tailors ACT testing to what more beneficial to us. And so she'll be there. She'll have a booth, so she'll be able to kind of talk one-on-one with students about different things like that. And then maybe if that's something that is, a big push of what we need more of, then there may be a later segment to just specifically talk about ACT. And I know that A-State Office of Diversity and Recruitment, they offer an event during the summer that's an ACT camp for students, and they'll be there as well talking about that event and promoting their ACT camp that's available to students here in the local area. So we tried to bring in different resources for different things, and we tried to include the main things for, I would say, for students to think about getting ready going into college. And so we'll also have some student representatives that's going to do a short panel from about 10:40 to 11. That's from the Office of Diversity and Community Engagement, and these are actual college students, so they can talk about their experiences so forth, things that they wish they would have done as high school students. And then, I mean, it's good to hear from us as your parents and adults, but sometimes you need to hear from like somebody that's like just got done with what you're going through. And then we have a nurse practitioner at our church, Miss Barbara Turner, from Life Strategies Counseling, and she's just going to talk about, how to make sure you're mentally prepared for college, because it's different from high school.
Oh yeah,
different.
It's very.
And
no, go ahead.
And then we'll have another segment where they can browse with the college representatives as well. And then we'll have lunch because we want to feed them midway through the day, obviously.
That's really why we got the registration, so we can have a good head count.
We need a head
make
count.
Sure that we have enough food.
Plenty of food. We want to have plenty of food that's being taken care of by the church. And then we have two representatives from the A-State Financial Aid Office that's going to come in and talk about what the FAFSA is. And actually, we'll have laptops set up so that seniors that need help filling out their FAFSA, they can do that there with the help of Miss Ebony and Miss Shelby from the Financial Aid Office. And so we want the parents, to bring their tax stuff so that they can get that actual face-to-face assistance filling out their FAFSA there. And then our office, the Advising Center, will just kind of talk about how to academically prepare for college. And because it's a lot, dealing with the concurrent classes, the students can take in starting probably 9th and 10th grade, and definitely around junior year. But I encourage students to take like gen ed classes, not take classes that they're not going to need when they go to college.
Exactly.
And so we want to talk about that, and then end the day with actually like a brief interview. Let the applicants that are seniors actually meet the interview committee, and then they'll decide on who the scholarships will be awarded to based on their essay and just their face-to-face interview with the committee.
Also, the scholarships will be awarded that day.
We're going to award the scholarship today.
Yeah, so they need to be
When you
present.
submit your essay, please attend because you could be our winner.
Yeah.
All right, so they have until what time tomorrow to submit their essays?
Well, we're actually going to extend
Okay.
it. Yeah, we're going to extend it to Tuesday.
Okay.
The 12th.
The
Yeah, the 12th. Yes.
Okay.
Tuesday the 12th.
Oh, for essay.
11:59.
Yeah. We need to have it.
11:59 to give our committee enough time to meet together and they all discuss and and read the essays and everything. So we need time to do that. Everybody has, we have a life too after this. So just give each other, give us time. And I think Tuesday would be enough time to submit
You
an
got
essay.
the extra weekend.
You got
Yeah,
the extra
so,
weekend
yeah.
in case you need to meet with your guidance counselor and have them proof it, anything like that.
All right, and we're going to get ready for a break here soon. When we come back, we're definitely going to go into some more details about, what you're looking for in the essay. Because some people, they can finesse, I'm going to say 500, they can finesse 500 words, but I want to know what you're really looking for, And so I don't want to get too deep in that until we come back from our break. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. If you have any questions or comments, please give us a call, 870-277-1080. We're speaking with Mr. Adrian Everett, Mrs. Letitia Fox Rochelle, and Ms. D'Angela Fuller from First Baptist Church, discussing the College Preparation Seminar for 2019. It's going down February 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we'll discuss more details when we come back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
So, you caught your spouse cheating. Now what? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. No one can imagine the devastation caused by a cheating spouse except the one who has experienced it. Anger, sadness, embarrassment, betrayal, and rejection may be just some of the emotions that flood one's mind and heart. And while there is no one answer for dealing with a cheating spouse, here are some steps you can take. First, don't make any quick decisions on what you're going to do, even though you may want to end it right then and there. Second, consider your children. Be careful not to talk poorly about your spouse or put your kids in a position of choosing sides. Third, work through your feelings and seek wise counsel from a trusted friend or counselor instead of bottling it all up. Finally, if at all possible, pursue reconciliation. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Calling all women and minority business owners as well as the general public. KLEK 102.5 FM presents the 2019 Women and Minority Business Showcase, Saturday, February 16th from noon until 6 at Centennial Hall in the Arkansas State University Student Union. Live broadcast on KLEK and on Facebook. This is your opportunity to show what your business, church, or organization has to offer to the unique, diverse audience of KLEK listeners, supporters, and the Jonesboro community as a whole, or to just check out all the vendors in attendance. Vendor registration is $25, $50 if you sell items on site, and you can register at klekfm.org, but you must register by February 4th. Free admission to attend. The KLEK Women and Minority Business Showcase is sponsored by the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement, Full Sun Gifts, and Bancorp South. This event is a KLEK fundraiser.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
This portion of KLEK programming can be made possible by your business. Your support will help in educating, entertaining, and empowering the community by supporting local talent, serving the community you love, and providing information on issues you care about from a different perspective. Call 870-203-9951 or visit klekfm.org to learn how we can help connect you more with the community, or visit us at 1411 Franklin Street. KLEK 102.5 Jonesboro, educating, entertaining, and empowering the community.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guests today are members from First Baptist Church discussing the college preparation seminar for 2019. And so we have a comment from Mrs. Annie Ever. She says, I can relate. I guess when we're talking about ACT, she says, I can relate to that. Oops. My ACT score did not represent my intelligence level. My high school GPA was 3.5 and my ACT score was only a 20. I still ended up taking one remedial course. Don't give up, students. Amen.
That's good. Oh, wow. That's good, Annie. That's good.
Thank you, Annie.
Good job.
And once I get more into musician Quetta Cunningham, thank you for joining us today. All right, so let's get back into our discussion. I know I kind of asked you all a heavy question about the essays concerning, what you are looking for, because, some students may just fill in 500 words with some stuff and not really give you the meat of why they feel like they want it. I want to go to college because I want to get a job and make a lot of money, or I don't know what, some kids may say, but what are some things you're really looking for that would stand out to you?
So when we read these essays, we want to feel the passion.
Okay.
We want to understand, through the questions that we've asked, what their plan is, what's going on in their world, so we can kind of get a feel of them.
Okay.
And it's an opportunity to, when we see just names. However, when you read the essay, you want to hear their story, why they want to go to college, what they want to major in, and what they've done for their community to feel that, them going to college is going to come back and benefit their community, benefit their family. And so we really want, them to, as Letitia said, put their heart and soul into the essay. It's 500 words, and so this is just an opportunity for them for the committee to see beyond, their name, where they're from, and their ACT score, their GPA. This is an opportunity to explain truly who that student is.
I did. I just started doing a talk show called Teen Talk Jonesboro, and I talked with the kids on our last show about leadership, how they're not too young to start being young leaders in their community, and I hope that more of the adult leaders can start encouraging the young people. I love that show. Thank you. Thank you. So I really want to encourage them to start thinking outside themselves and thinking outside of high school and have forward thinking, I'm not going to always be here. So what can I do that's going to leave a lasting impression?
And us as being youth leaders, we try our best to honestly say, we be at First Baptist a lot. So, right, exactly. So I pray that our youth, and, they take us serious and they understand that we're there for them. But we can be there also as well outside the community. You just gonna have to find us at First Baptist sometimes. But, we try our best to reach out to kids and everything. But what we really encourage our kids, like, go to college or get a trade. Do something, and because when we gone, y'all can be by yourselves. So, that's why I'm glad, Adrian and Letitia has done this, and they asked me to come aboard. I don't do much, but
she does a lot.
She does a lot.
All the flyers that were created, D'Angela's created. Okay, I don't have that segment in my life.
It's just fun because, our kids need this stuff,
Yes. We need to start planting the seeds now that are going to grow into something wonderful that we hope. Because society will pull on our kids as well. Right. So it's up to us.
It's different now because I'm actually experiencing it. I mean, I didn't birth my 18-year-old, but he's mine because I didn't have him. But I'm actually experiencing and seeing him go through it. And it's like, wow, 10 years ago, I was in his same spot, but it's just now they have more than what we had. Like now the high schools are like turning into colleges already, getting them prepared. I'm like, I wish we had that. Okay. But still sometimes it can be more done, Ma'am. And so I drill him, but it's for the right reasons. Yes. And this is something that we need to do, especially, I'm not just saying it, but in our Black community as well, because we don't see a lot of scholarships out there. No. So, yeah.
And these are national programs, which was a motivating thing for Letitia and I to reach out to our fraternity and sorority, because we promote this on a national level. Go to high school, go to college, and CAP for them. And so this was just an opportunity for us to dig into our individual community here in Jonesboro and implement the things that we're doing on a national level. And so we're very thankful to those groups for sponsoring the scholarships. And then with Life Strategies, they're a counseling group here in town. Mr. CJ Pepper, he's always willing to give back to the community. And so we reached out to him and said, hey, CJ, this is something we're doing. And he's like, let me talk to the ownership. And they were on board. And then we're very fortunate to have Miss Barbara Turner, who's one of their employees, as a member of our church. And when we mentioned it to her about coming and talking about mental health and different things like that, she was right on board.
And she's very nice. I know her before she started coming to First Baptist, and she's amazing. So I can't wait to hear her speak as well. So she's very nice.
We're also very thankful for our youth director and for our pastor. Our youth director is Mallory Hill, and our pastor is Pastor Curtis R. Wilson. They are always supportive.
We'll come and First Lady.
And First Lady Memory.
Most
definitely. We'll come up with an idea, and we're like, okay, we want to do this for the youth, and then we, submit our budget and everything, and so they always back us up, Pastor and First Lady.
And that can lead to much success in your programs when you have the higher up leaders supporting
we
you.
Learn from them. Miss Memory and more of our members at First Baptist have a group called the Encouragers, where they go out to our elementaries, our high schools, just like they go, like this week they're going to probably 13 schools to see and visit our kids and other kids that would like to sit down and have lunch with them. So we learn from them.
Put a plug in this mirror. I've been trying to get her on here for a little while.
We sure will.
We're gonna try. We'll try.
We can't promise nothing, but we'll try. But she'll
see the video. She's on social media. So Miss Memory, the station would like to have you on. Okay.
Me and Miss Memory go way back. I used to do some speaking in her health class about teen pregnancy.
Okay.
It's been a long time. I'm a little older than y'all, so it's a long time.
but like I say, it starts somewhere, and I believe for me that it started with them, watching them at our church, how they recognize our kids all the time. They do brag forms, and then at the end of the year, they always give them something special for just doing a good job and just doing what you're supposed to do. And they make sure as parents, we fill out them brag forms. If we don't, it's a problem. So,
they would track us down. They would track us down for those brag forms.
So this is kind of like, our motivation. We got to do bigger because, like I say, when they're gone, we have to step up.
Yes,
so that's kind of some good motivation and some experiences that we're going through right now with them in First Baptist. So,
and another thing, we're talking about our elders and our leadership. As we've said, 2 of these scholarships have been sponsored by Alpha Phi Alpha, the graduate chapter, and the other 2 have been sponsored by Alpha Kappa Alpha, their graduate chapter. And so, in looking at our church and the history there, the charter member, the originator of the campus Alpha Phi Alpha chapter was Dr. Herman Strickland, who's one of our deacons at the church. And then I talked to some of the older advisors, Mr. Lockhart on campus, as well as another brother. And to my knowledge, the longest serving advisor for the Alpha undergrad chapter was Mr. Victor Hill, who's retired from A-State and helped a lot of individuals out in his time at A-State, 30 plus years. And so, yes. So they don't know this yet. If they're watching, congratulations. We're actually going to be putting their names on the 2 Alpha scholarships, Dr. Strickland and then Brother Hill for the second one. And then for the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
And for our guiding light, our swords, our golden girls, our just everything, we have Herschel Gaines. Okay, and we have Erlene Smith. They will have the scholarships named after them for our organization from Kappa Nu Omega, and we just love them. When I first joined First Baptist, Sora Smith and Sora Gaines, they just welcomed me in, and I felt like at home. And when we have a lot of nice people that go to our church, a lot of Christians, they're involved in the community and they're always willing to help us, and we're very thankful. So if anybody needs a church home, 700 Kitchen Street, First Baptist.
And another thing is Miss Smith and Miss Gaines, they are 100% supportive of education. They're not playing about that. Wednesday, Miss Smith is in there with our Kingdom kids, and on Sunday for Sunday school, Miss Gaines is up in there with our babies. Faithfully. And baby, when I tell you they have them in line, they definitely have them in line. But I love it though, because they make sure, and they most important thing they always told me is to make sure they read. Regardless, read. So I'm glad that they're naming these 4 scholarships after some amazing people.
All right. We have comments from Ms. Shanquetta. She says, first, great work, you all. To the Scholarship Mom on Facebook, posts daily information on open scholarships. She said, great youth programs by your church. My girls love them. And good morning to Dee Campbell, who says, awesome. All right.
Thank you.
All right, so I want to go.
And we also, I see Mr. Curtis Harmall, who he's watching.
Hey, son.
I don't know if you're watching on our page or what, but CJ is actually, like I said, one of our seniors of the church said we were just having a casual conversation. And mentioned this idea to Miss Mallory and I just working in the kitchen one day, and so. CJ, good job.
Submit your essay, son. How can you, suggest something? Go on, do it.
CJ is very active in the church. He helps on the usher board and everything, and motivates other youth. So we're very thankful for him.
Tell all your friends at school, CJ.
I know, that's right.
Share this whole video with
Let's make education cool again. Like, again, another thing I talk with the kids about that come on my show is step outside the crowd. It's okay to be you and be a leader and be different in a good way. It's okay to not always follow the crowd. Stand out, and I don't know. These kids, sometimes kids get caught up in these cliques and these little circles. They don't realize the detriment of it until they're too far into it. But I want to encourage every kid out there listening, well, they should be in class by now. Parents, tell your kids it's okay to step away from the crowd. And celebrate their uniqueness.
I also noticed another comment from Ms. D. Campbell asking, how can I donate to your scholarship fund? And so for this event, with the scholarship being solely sponsored by these three groups, if you would like to donate like door prizes for this event, we will gladly accept it. Because I mean, that's something that we can offer as incentives throughout the event. And the event is next Saturday on February the 16th from 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. at First Baptist Church on Kitchen.
That's my coworker.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you want to donate some kind of gift cards as incentives or something, that's totally fine.
We'll love to see you.
Yeah.
One thing I want to go back and talk about, because this doesn't get talked about enough, is the mental preparedness. I can remember when I was getting ready for college, and this was way back, some years anyway, I had some different family issues going on, and I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to about them. So my mindset when I went to college was, I just want to get away from home. I want to go to college, but I just want to get away from home. And when I got to college, I wasn't as successful a student as I probably could have been, because in high school I had a 3-point plus GPA, great student. Got to college and I lost my mind. So
it happens.
And that's, I know by experience of that as well. I mean, from me and Adrian coming 3.5 hours away, the thing was to get out of McGee, you know. And now when I look on it, I wish I would have did things different, but I mean, I can't change. But now I'm just thankful that I'm able to get back in school and praying that I'll be graduating in May as well. Right. So it don't matter how long it takes, just get it done. Don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. Just get it done.
I'm a living testimony. It took me 23 years to get my undergrad, but I got it. So.
But another thing is, I know I can't reach out to all students, but that's even after our graduating seniors have left. I still try my best to keep in touch with our babies, because they're still to me our babies, whatever. Right. Even when it's at night, I know they're probably finna go out. Hey, be safe. If you need Miss D, call me. Regardless, whatever it is. And it's just like this weekend, I'm gonna go see one of our babies that graduated 2 years ago. He has a basketball game, so I'm gonna go see him. We always try to keep connected with our kids, regardless. Even if we don't care if you're grown, we still gonna keep in touch with you. So, and by it being Youth Month this month, I'm excited because I hope we get to see some of our old babies come and, fellowship with us.
I think that's very important. I think that 19 to 25 to 30 age group is kind of,
we need it
out there.
We need it.
Still need somebody to rein them in.
Yes. Even if it's just a simple text or a call. Hey, I'm just calling to check up on you. It's nice.
One thing that I love about our youth group, we don't just cater to the youth that's in our church.
Okay.
We have a lot of youth that come from the community.
Yes.
And we follow up with them, of course, with their parents' permission, because Dee makes sure she get those signatures. She makes sure that, we're in compliance, and I'm thankful for that, because our heart is so big. We just want to make sure that we're there, they have the support that they need.
Yes. And I love kids, but it just be amazing when we throw, like we just finished Blast Zone and we're finna get ready to start back hopefully in the next few months.
Okay.
But it's still amazing when I can go out in the community and I see those exact kids and they come, Miss D, when you doing church again and all that. So it's just amazing what one person or two people or just a group can do for the community, and help these kids, because sometimes they just need a home away from home.
Yeah. I oftentimes when we talk about community events, I go back to last summer when BPN hosted the Back to School Bash in collaboration with many other organizations. That was absolutely amazing. And I would love to see more collaborations. I know it's impossible for everybody to do everything together all the time. However, the more we can do together, the better our community will be.
And that's another thing. We have reached out, and we're going to continue reaching out to more churches, more organizations and stuff, because it's just like with Fall Festival. That was one of the biggest.
Oh my God.
That was awesome.
That was amazing, and it was so in order and everything. So just reach out in the community. It doesn't matter what church you go to. No, we're not trying to steal anybody to come to our church. we're just trying to help, and then we can all come together and do it. Maybe next year when we do this again, because it's not gonna stop. When we start something, we're not gonna stop. So maybe we have more than 5 scholarships.
Okay. And even with this one, I mean, we've shared this with all the pastors. I've texted at least 10 pastors, preachers, and say encourage your seniors to apply for the scholarship. These scholarships aren't just for First Baptist kids.
Right.
This is for all seniors in Northeast Arkansas, black, white, Hispanic, everybody. We want everybody to come, and so we've definitely put it out there. I've reached out to some of my friends at the First Baptist on Downtown Street. We've sent it to the Methodist Church on downtown as well, and so we want all seniors to apply for the scholarship, and then we want all 9th through 12th graders to actually come to the event. We have a sanctuary there. We would love to pack it out for the event.
And we will be organized to how we're going to place each tables around the circle of our church and inside the classrooms, and how we'll have the food in one area. So we will be organized. You don't have to worry about bumping each other's shoulders or whatnot.
So if you was thinking about going to go visit one of the colleges or something, just come on to the church. You don't have to travel.
Yeah, we have 17 so far and counting.
We're
still adding.
We usually have like about 5 that confirm, daily. So it's getting full.
Yeah,
and I understand that we have some colleges coming, and it's just like we have Arkansas State, but we have about 8 departments coming because it's a difference. Because when I first came, I knew what the campus was, but I didn't know how many departments we had. And my thing is, when you have your major figured out, you need to know where you need to be going and what classes you need to be taking, instead of just taking classes just to be taking classes. So
I would say my first round from 95 to 96, I didn't have an advisor. Are you laughing at how old I am? Okay, anyway.
And I would like to say, this event, as Ms. Quabela and D'Angelo was talking about earlier, if you're an adult, a non-traditional student, and you want to come get information, it's welcome to you as well.
Okay. Even college students can still come too and get more information.
There's no age limit on going to college.
Because it might be a different department,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we have
that you want to transfer over to or get more information.
Come see me. Come see me.
I want to say good morning to Miss Angela Artis in Bethany Hill. She says good morning, everyone.
Hey, all
right, so we're going to get ready for another break. And if D'Angelo stop laughing at me. Anyway, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5. Then when we come back, we'll wrap up the details of the upcoming college preparation seminar. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. If you have a budget, but you can't seem to stick to it, you could be buying into seductive sales language that causes you to overspend. The key is to understand the truth about commonly used sales tactics and the reality checks you need to remember to keep your spending under control. For example, take the claim, limited time only. This gives you the impression that the great deal you're being offered will never happen again, which is almost never true. The key to controlling your spending is to shop based on what you actually need and can afford and have budgeted for. Resist invitations to spend outside your budget based on what you supposedly deserve, what everyone else is buying, or the so-called once-in-a-lifetime deal or sale. The more money you spend, the less money you'll have left to save. Don't trust anyone who tells you otherwise. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Edgy Studios, 209 Union Street in Jonesboro, offers photography for portraits, weddings, and engagements, senior portraits, family and maternity shoots, and all occasions. Edgy Studios focuses on photography that is unique and outside of the norm. Owner Andrew Daly is available at 870-243-0308 or www.ejjistudios.com.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
KLEK 102.5 FM wants to be active in the community. If you or your organization is hosting a community service event, we would like to know about it and be a part of it. KLEK will promote your event on air, online, and on social media. KLEK personalities may also attend the event and provide music and or entertainment. Certain restrictions and availability may apply. If you or your organization would like to partner with KLEK to make the Jonesboro community a better place, call 870-277-1080 or email us at klek@klekfm.org. In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My guests are from First Baptist Church here in Jonesboro on Kitchen Street, and they're talking about the college preparation seminar that's going down on February 16th from 10 to 2. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's. I'm going to give them the floor to wrap up any final details they may have.
So this event, we want everyone to come out to it. It's next Saturday, February the 16th at First Baptist Church on Kitchen Street. We have 17 plus counting different colleges and departments that will be there representing different institutions from A-State, from ASU Newport, the Beauty College, Black River Tech, Baptist College of Health Sciences in Memphis, Crowley's Ridge College. The University of Arkansas has multiple different colleges coming. The U.S. Army will be there along with Williams Baptist, Philander Smith, and potentially UAPB as well. So this is an opportunity for students in grades 9 through 12 to come out and get some valuable information about getting prepared for college. And then the other great thing about this event is we will be giving away 5 $250 scholarships. $1,250 will be given away on this day. That's a lot of money to seniors. And the only thing you have to, and these scholarships have been sponsored by Life Strategies Counseling of Jonesboro, the Alpha Phi Alpha Mu Omicron Lambda Graduate Chapter, and the Alpha Kappa Alpha Kappa Nu Omega Graduate Chapter here in Jonesboro. Did I get it right?
You did.
Okay. Thank you. And they will be named after 4 of our members of the church. Dr. Herman Strickler, Mr. Victor Hill, Ms. Herschel Gaines, and Mrs. Arlene Smith. And then to apply for the scholarships, you just have to be a senior in high school. You have to complete an essay that's 500 words. And then you have to provide proof that you've taken the ACT or SAT at least once before the February date. And you have to send it to FBC KIT Youth Events with an S at gmail.com. The original deadline is this Saturday, so hopefully we can get as many as possible before this Saturday. But the absolute last deadline, extended deadline, is next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m.
All right, in order to qualify for this scholarship and submit your essay, these are the following questions that you need to answer. In what ways do you serve as a student leader in your school, church, and local community? Same part, how have those opportunities impact your life? Number 2, how will receiving this scholarship assist you in achieving your career goals? And number 3, provide the selection committee with any additional details or information that you'd like to share. So in this essay, we want to make sure that you are putting your passion into your words, putting yourself out there, painting a picture so we can understand why this is important for you, why you need this money, what are you doing currently in the community, and how will this help you with getting, furthering your education.
And last but not least, if anybody have any information dealing with scholarships or schools, you can send them to us and we will put it on our information table as well. And lastly, this is Youth Month for First Baptist, so we are having guest speakers, but really not guest speakers, 2 of them. But this Sunday we will have Dr. Lily Fears from ASU. Third Sunday we will have our very own Adrian Everett. And on 4th Sunday we will have Minister Joshua Smith. And our Black History Month program will be February the 24th at 3:30 p.m. So come see us at 9:30 for Sunday school, 11 o'clock service, 11 o'clock in the morning, 700 Kitchen Street, Reverend Curtis R. Wilson, pastor.
All right. I wanted to ask, do you all have any students participating in the Black History Quiz Bowl?
Yes, and that's my thing, honey. I love that. So as of right now, we're praying that we have 4 teams. Our senior team won last year. We're hoping today we can get something with them to start again. But we coming for them trophies, baby.
First step, did y'all win something like the first year too? Like first.
Yeah, the senior team has won a couple of times.
Okay.
But then this year we have 3, 2 younger teams and then a junior team.
Okay. Look, y'all better get on it. First Baptist Church is coming for you.
Get ready. But we have 2 junior teams and 2 elementary teams, and I'm very excited. So.
That's wonderful. Have they received their study information?
Oh yes,
okay.
yes, we ready.
Okay.
D'Angela, she practiced with them. They ready.
And I hope that the kids are getting something more out of it than just learning facts, but they're absorbing the information.
Oh yes, because some of those questions that they should know and they don't know, I gotta get them right.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank you all for joining us today and sharing this information, and I really hope that this is a stellar event. You have an overflow of students turning out.
We thank you as well.
Thank you for having us. We love KLEK.
I know.
We love supporting and promoting anything that has to do with the community and uplifting and empowering our residents, from the young to the old. So this is very valuable information. So any final words in our last minute and a half? Any shout outs to anybody special?
Seniors, we need those scholarships.
Yes.
Bring them on in.
All right.
And don't worry about lunch. Lunch is on us. We got food.
First Baptist feed you now.
We're going to feed your mind, body, and soul. And then, as Dee said, our theme for this month for all the youth in Black History Month is strength in numbers. So, coming from Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. And so we definitely want to just encourage all of our community to come out to this event. But then if you're looking for a church home, as Letitia said earlier, you're always welcome to visit First Baptist on Kitchen Street, 700 Kitchen Street.
Holy Ghost
Corner.
The Holy Ghost Corner.
Pastor Curtis R. Wilson, pastor.
And any information that y'all need from us, any questions, please don't forget to email us at fbckitYouthEvents with an S at gmail.com.
And the links are in the Facebook Live feed, so if anybody wants to go back and watch the video, you can find that information there. I have the flyer on our website and reshare it again and again until
Thank you.
Hopefully get some more,
Appreciate it.
get some more feedback, some more people signing up to go to this. So I want to thank you all, and I hope everyone has a great and blessed day and bundle up because winter
Happy
decided
Friday.
To come back.
Winter decided it wasn't ready to
I think
go.
the groundhog was like, never mind.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for supporting KLK 102.5 FM. We could not do what we do without you. Don't forget to tune in to our Thoughts on the Matter tomorrow at 12 p.m. We will be discussing the Stand Your Ground law bill that is in proposal right now. So have a great day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK